Alright, let's get this show on the road. Waiting for the live stream to refresh. Looking at this. I'm not seeing anything happen yet. Anything? 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 Why doesn't this refresh? Nope, looks like something's happening. We should be having audio now. Do I hear anything though? Alright, okay, great. So, I will monitor this. This is actually a redo of today's Friday What's Up Dave. I did it in the morning, but I had screwed up my OBS setup and I wasn't switching between views, so you can actually see what I'm talking about. So, it's right now, it's 6:27 p.m., which is about 12 hours later. Today we went to a touristy area in the northern part of Taiwan, kind of the northernmost point, and a little bit northeast of that along the coast, into an area called, I think it's called, I don't know how to pronounce it, Jifen. And we didn't go to the actual town, which is like, there's a town, Jifen, that's, I guess it's a gold rush town, like back in the 1800s. But this is said to be the inspiration for the town in Spirited Away, the Hayao Miyazaki animated film that everybody loves because it depicts all this food. That's based on a trip they took to Taiwan, and there's stuff in there that's that they serve there. But we didn't go there, but we went in the mountains in that area, and then we also went to. Well, let me just show you what we did. So let me see if I don't screw this up this time. So I need to go to my display, I guess. Where's the display? Did I lose it? There's the display. But I don't want that. I want the, that's weird. How come it's not here? I think probably because I redid it. Display, which is the bigger one? There should be one that's just the display. What happened to it? Is it the Mac full screen one? Let's see. I'm blank right now. Let me just add this video capture. Where's the display capture? Add existing laptop. Okay. Put this down. I guess I hadn't set this up before. And let me rescale this to the right size. Alright, so now theoretically I'm showing my Mac screen. And I guess I need to get out of this. It's like, it doesn't seem to like when I start running OBS on it for some reason. Please bear with me. So we're going to run Lightroom again. And Lightroom should be running. I'm monitoring it on this little side screen. Okay, so it looks like Lightroom is running. So what was I talking about before? We went to this mountainous area. And let me scroll back here. It was earlier in the day. So this was our second day of touristy things, and it's done now, so I can start doing my own things. It was great to go and see stuff that I had never done before. So, for example, what is this? That was from. Can this hook mechanics? Oh, this was like along the coastline. So this is like the rocky coast. Apparently, this is like a lot of plate tectonics there. You can kind of get a sense of like what the landscape is like. Although that is not the image I wanted to show. So this is like a touristy area with like rocks. So it was a really drizzly, overcast day. So there was not a whole lot going on. And then another area we went to. Let's see if this loads. Oops, let me crash. Oh, this is near the hot spring. A hot spring resort. So there's like a geothermal stuff. There's Matt Alt. And this was like a resort specializing in it. But it was like not the, I would say the highlight of it as we went to this place. This was like a rock that's shaped like a gorilla. But you can kind of sense of see what the coast looks like. Oh, I shouldn't. So I took some panoramic shots. And so it's this mountainous area. You can see like how cool it looks. Can you zoom in this? I guess not. So you can see. I should be able to hit the spacebar and have it go full screen, but I guess I can't do that. There's all these little like buildings carved in the side of this mountain. There was various. This is a trail showing something. I thought the sign was cool looking and old, so that's why I took a picture of it. And this, I think, the name of this was some sort of gold rush. So this whole area was like mined for copper and gold, apparently. Gold waterfall. I guess I could scan those QR codes and see. So it was a pretty picturesque area, and even though it was kind of like an overcast day, it was actually kind of cool. It was also like, this is one of those places where the crazy Taiwanese wedding photography industry would go and set up. So there's actually like, these must be engagement photos that they're doing right now. So the bride-to-be and the groom-to-be, there's a photographer here, and they're just taking like, crazy wedding photos, because in Taiwan, wedding photos, you need to have them. Yeah. You're not doing it right if you don't have like cool like wedding photos. Here you can see, kind of get a better sense. Here's the wedding party, and this is the area that they're shooting in, which is pretty cool. So people are taking selfies around there on this hewn area. And then after that, we went up to the mountains, and this is a rest room. You can take this hike up a trail, this mountain trail that's about 15 minutes. I hurt my leg yesterday, so I didn't do it. But apparently there's also a railroad. That's there. Since I couldn't go up there, the other person who couldn't like walk, we went and overlooked this valley, and it was this kind of. There's rice paddies here, just kind of like terraced into the hills. Smoke is pouring in, or mist is pouring in. It was quite interesting looking. And let's see what else. I think these were vegetables that local people were growing. So these might just be household stuff. I'm not sure if it's a vegetable farm or not. Then after that, we had lunch, and we went to like one of those roadside restaurants having some area specialties. Like this is some kind of liver, which I did not eat. Liver is like one of those hit or miss things for me. Like sometimes like I will feel good about it, sometimes I will not. And this is like the town that what's it called? It's called Yilan. Yilan. I don't know. Yilan, I think is the way you pronounce it. But I'm not sure. Resort town kind of reminded me a little bit of that drive up to Disneyland in California, or driving up to Niagara Falls. There was like a lot of little stores that are catering to the tourist business, or they're all here for the hot springs. And so this was like a public foot soaking bath, but around them there were all these other side businesses. Like one of these is you can soak your feet in the same water, and you have these fish nibble your feet. This was like a weird stand of some kind. I couldn't figure out what it was. I mean, these look like squid-shaped bread cookies. And here's like a squid picture. Please do not touch. I have no idea what it is. I don't think they're actual squids that have been fried, but because I've just kind of uniformly them. But it would be amazing if they were. I just took a picture of it just because it was kind of neat. So yeah, this was like the public foot bath area. I just took some pictures around. This is part of Yilan. And so here on the side, these are the ones that you had to pay for. And this one here is one that you had to pay for as well. Just like pictures of this. Yeah, I realize that the kind of tourist I am, I'm not really a tourist as more like more fish soaking. You don't want to get too close to take pictures of people. But inside there's all these little fish that nibble on your feet. And I was trying to figure out what this was. I mean, this dude looks like, some American person or a foreigner and endorsing some kind of product here. And I don't know what it is. But they put his picture on the sign of it. And I took a picture of this because I didn't know what it was. It looks like a specialty soup place of some kind. But anyway, the kind of tourist I think I am, I'm not the kind of tourist who likes to go and see the sights. I decided I'm an infrastructure tourist. I like to see how places fit together. And this is like I thought this police emblem was cool looking. I think this is the Chinese, the Taiwan Police Department logo. Look at that. It's beautiful. But yeah, that's what I did today. Let me switch back to, where's OBS? It's probably behind this. Pretty interesting trip, but everyone else went out for a big night of drinking, and I don't drink. So I came back here. Where is it? Webcam. So to do my big main goal, which was to buy something from 7-Eleven and not feel bad about it, because my Chinese is terrible. And in fact, when I went and bought it, like I had to say I don't understand what you're saying because he asked me a question. And it turned out like, you know, like I'm in Taipei, which is like, you know, there's lots of foreigners around. And, well, there's a lot of tourists in this part of the city, I think, so they're used to it. And I've decided to embrace my foreignness instead of feeling bad that I don't speak the language as well as I probably, well, in the past, have thought I should. But look, I went and bought something in another language. And what did we buy? Yeah, they just break the computer. Are you still streaming? I bought apple cedra. This is the wrong view. I did break something. Apple cedra, which is a kind of... oh, look, without chemical colors. That means it's good. It's ISO 9001 certified, too. But this is like an apple beverage that's been around for a really long time in Taiwan. It has carbonated water. Fructose, what? Cane, sugar, apple flavor. Maybe it's not as good as it used to be. But it's kind of one of those childhood memories. One of the first things I remember being able to drink and not like freak out. And then what else did I get? I had to get a bottle of Pocari Sweat, which is an electrolyte drink that sounds disgusting. It's basically replacing your sweat. This is Japanese. And I remember being weirded out by this by a kid, but it's actually really good. It's like a kind of a mild Gatorade. And then I got this. I think this is a yogurt drink. That's my guess. It was in the yogurt drink section. So like Yakult, but I have no idea what it is. All the writing on it is in Chinese, and we'll find out. It's probably not disgusting. My tastes have changed as an adult, and I find them more interesting. I ate a 1,000-year-old egg for the first time. It was not bad. I think this is just like an apple-flavored yogurt drink. Now, what else? I got this, and I got one of these sandwiches. 7-Eleven, some kind of sandwich for 49 NT, which is about $1.50, I think. Maybe a little $1.75. And I don't know what flavor it is. I'm sure it's delicious. And this seems to be a pre-packaged onion bread. Probably not as good if you get one from an actual, bakery, but I am hopeful that it is still good. 7-Eleven is like pretty popular in Taiwan for being a kind of a get everything kind of place. And this is like I think this is like a pork chop heat to eat thing. This was 70 NT, which is like over almost $2.25. I love pork chops. And this is like I guess is this called onigiri? It's something like that. It's like the wrapped up seaweed rice thing. This flavor is, I think it's some kind of fish or something, but I guess we'll find out. So that's dinner, and I'm super excited by because I have never actually gone to 7-Eleven and bought anything before because I was just so freaked about the language stuff and like oh, I should speak Chinese better because whatever. But this is the third time maybe as a charm. I don't feel so embarrassed by it. I think maybe I'm over the sense that like I'm a failed Asian, and just who I am. So with that, that's today's What's Up Dave. Tomorrow is going to be an open day of exploring, and my goal for the day is just to take the subway system, kind of see how to get around on it. I've taken it once, but I don't remember how it works. So we might go to Shimenting and see like if there's any of the old stores or anything that I recognize there. And that's really it. I just kind of want a day to myself. And then Sunday, maybe I'm hopefully going to be able to catch up with some high school friends that are still in the area, and then also maybe pay a visit to my uncle, because theoretically I will know how to use the subway system then, and can get over to his house, which is near the Thai Power headquarters. So apparently it's pretty close to the. We're really close here at this hotel to one of the MRT stops. So, and he's also on that. It's either need to switch lines or walk to the other line and then go take it from there. But we'll see. So, progress. So, have a good weekend. Thanks for watching. Looks like the video cut out. Hello, video? Video? Well, I guess while I'm waiting for this to kick back in. So, oh, you gotta just drink this? Oh, okay, let's come back. It's a yogurt drink. It's delicious. Alright, now I'm signing out for real. Okay, give do a 10 count. Hopefully the stream buffer will work this time. Bye.